Bet Midrash, going to the house of study. The sages tell us in Masechet Kiddushin Lamed Aleph 30a, if you meet the disgusting one, the horrible one, which is the Yetz Hara, Mashcheu lebet Midrash, you want to defeat him, you gotta go to the house of study. Can you imagine a guy's in the army and they go and they put him in the middle of the battlefield and tell him, go to fight for your country, defeat the enemy. He just got pulled off the street. He didn't get any training, he didn't do any learning, doesn't know what his weapon is, doesn't know who the enemy is, doesn't know where he's going, doesn't know what's his purpose, what's my objective, how do I use the gun, what's the tactics, how do I not get shot, what do I do? He doesn't know anything. So therefore, you should know, we are in the same situation when you don't go to Bet Midrash, you're in the same situation in the battle against the Yetz Hara. That's why the Zohar says on the pasuk in Parashat Ki Tetzeh, when you will go to a war against your enemy, says the Zohar Kadosh, who is your enemy? Is Yetz Hara. And the Zohar is teaching us that how should you go and fight against your enemy, the Yetz Hara? Like a milchama, like a war. A soldier, you could put him in a war. He doesn't know his weapon, doesn't know what's his objective, doesn't know who the enemy is. Can he survive? He's going to be dying in 1 second. So to you, you want to survive in your fight against the Yetz Hara? How are you going to survive if you don't go and learn what your objective is, what your weapon is, who's the enemy, what is the purpose of this war? If you don't know all these things, how are you going to survive? No, Rabbi. When the test comes to go and build the insurance, I'm not going to go and lie. I'm going to be honest. Rabbi, when it comes to a situation where I'm going to go and it's going to be an immoral act in my ability to do, I'm not going to go and cheat. I'm not going to go and do averot. I ain't going to pass the test, Rabbi. I'm going to be strong. Oh, Rabbi, when it comes to the situation to go and to, get upset at this guy in business, I'm not going to yell and curse him out. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be a tzaddik. How do you know? If you didn't learn the importance of not getting angry, you didn't know the importance of not stealing, you didn't know the importance of not doing immorality, how are you going to pass all these things if you didn't learn about it? So therefore, it's very important that you have to go to where? The house of study. Your person has to know, it's Alachan Shulchan Aruch, that you have to come to the shul to pray, and patom michayil l'chayil, from strength to strength, to go right after praying, to go to Bet Midrash. Shulchan Aruch writes that even if you have a big business deal waiting for you, you're going to make tons of money. The second if you go out of shul from Shachrit straight to the business deal, you're going to make a lot of money. Still, Shulchan Aruch says, don't go. You have an obligation to go into the house of study and to learn Torah every single day, because if you do not, the Yetz Hara will beat you. He is strong. He will convince you. And he is chacham, and more chacham than you think you are than he actually is more than you. The Chafetz Chaim Alav Shalom used to say, you know what I used to get motivated to wake up early in the morning? He used to say he would wake up and the first thought he had in his head was, oh, I'm tired, let's sleep in, let's just stay in. He says, what? How is that the first? Must be Yetz Hara was already awake and gave me that thought when I woke up. How could it be Yetz Hara awake? I have to wake up before the Yetz Hara. How could it be Yetz Hara was already awake? I have to learn from him and wake up earlier. So therefore, you see that a person, it'll be very hard to fight Yetz Hara if you do not come prepared with weapons. What's your weapons? Which is the Torah. The Torah is our weapon. So therefore, he says, Bet Midrash makom shelomdim bo Torah berabim. You have to make sure to be part of a group. When you learn in a group, when you learn with Havruta, it is more exciting, it is more motivating, and you're going to be, coming every day more often. Because if you're learning by yourself, so okay, I won't go today, then the today becomes tomorrow, and the third day, fourth day, fifth day. But then if you come to a group, so you're going to have this guy call you, Gdete, where are you? We're waiting for you, we can't learn without you. So therefore, a person should try to be part of a group, and try to be a group of people that are learning. That way, it will continue to grow, even though he might be tired one day, they're going to push him. He says, therefore, you have to make daily learning. One of the questions they ask you in the Masechet Shabbat, Lamed Gimal, is that one of the questions they ask you after you pass away, after 120, is, did you set aside time to learn Torah? What does it mean set aside time to learn Torah? It means the same time every day. Doesn't matter what happens. You cannot be reached at this time. You will not going anywhere this time. You are learning in the morning, in the evening. Baruch